Once upon a time, there was a small but vibrant community called Ali-oma. Ali-oma was known far and wide for its prosperity by its talented farmers and fearless hunters. The people of Ali-oma were hardworking and respectful and held their traditions in the highest regard. The village women were famed for their beauty, often described as radiant and striking, with graceful, curvaceous forms that left visitors in awe. Men from neighboring villages traveled long distances to win the hands of Ali-oma's women, hoping to marry into the community and be part of its legacy. But the men of Ali-oma guarded their community's honor closely. They believed that hard work and perseverance were the pillars of their society. Every man of Ali-oma strove to protect and maintain the community's reputation for honor and generosity. This dedication extended to how they treated the women, whether they were sisters, wives, or friends. They were known for taking great care of the women they cherished, expecting that any man marrying an Ali-oma woman would show her the same devotion. As a result, it was a common practice that only the wealthiest and most responsible men were allowed to marry Ali-oma women, ensuring that no woman would ever suffer or endure poverty. In this community lived a young, beautiful woman named Ije-Ndu. She was known for her elegance and loved to dance, especially during festivals. Her closest friends, Ije, Ngozi, and Ali-oma, shared her passion for dance, and the group would often gather to practice and choreograph dances in preparation for the grand community festival. This festival, called Ije-Ndu, the Journey of Life, was a much-anticipated event, celebrated annually. It was a time for merriment, a chance for people to enjoy themselves, to take a break from the rigors of work, and to remind themselves of the joy in life. The festival brought together kings, elders, and respected men from neighboring communities, who came to witness the magnificent display of Ali-oma's traditions. The festival was filled with displays from the strongest and most feared masquerades, with each performance symbolizing an ancient story of bravery, mystery, or moral teachings. These masquerades would dance and perform for hours, delighting and captivating the crowd with their vibrant costumes and powerful presence. Alongside these masquerade performances, young men from nearby communities would come to participate in the wrestling matches, a highlight of the festival. Wrestling was both a competition and a spectacle in Ali-oma, with men demonstrating their strength, skill, and endurance. The winner of each match was granted a special wish, which the entire village was obligated to fulfill. This was seen as a high honor and encouraged men to strive for victory. As the festival approached, the women of Ali-oma busily prepared themselves, braiding their hair into beautiful styles and dressing in their finest attire. Maidens saved up to buy quality fabrics, mothers gathered to cook a variety of delicious traditional meals, and men hunted for the biggest grass cutters and brewed the best palm wine. Every family contributed to the festival's success, knowing that this event brought the entire community together in unity and joy. When the festival day finally arrived, excitement filled the air. The masquerades took the stage first, impressing the crowd with their intricate movements and rhythmic beats. Next, drummers played their finest melodies, encouraging the dancers, who captivated everyone with their energetic moves. Ije-Ndu and her friends were among the dancers, moving gracefully to the music, inspiring cheers and applause from the crowd. The crowd eagerly anticipated the wrestling match, one of the festival's most thrilling events. The men competing were known for their physical prowess, with muscular, well-toned bodies, and fierce determination. Among them was Ije-Ndu, the reigning champion. He had won the previous year's match and was a figure of admiration and intimidation alike. His presence alone silenced the crowd with awe. Just as Ije-Ndu was about to be declared the winner once again, a voice cut through the air, "I will wrestle him." It was Obiora, a young man who had gained a reputation as the laziest man in Ali-oma. Obiora was often criticized for his lack of success in both farming and hunting, and he was rarely taken seriously by his peers. The crowd erupted in whispers and laughter, wondering what had prompted him to challenge a man as strong as Ije-Ndu. Despite the crowd's skepticism, Ije-Ndu accepted the challenge, laughing mockingly as he sized up Obiora. The match began, and it quickly became clear that Ije was the stronger of the two. Obiora struggled against Ije's strength, finding himself repeatedly pushed to the edge of defeat. Yet, he refused to give up. As exhaustion set in, Obiora remembered the song his late mother used to sing to him, a tune that reminded him of his inner strength and resilience. He began to sing quietly, using the rhythm of his mother's song to steady himself and regain focus. Ije, distracted by Obiora's soft, haunting melody, lost his concentration. His grip loosened just as Obiora planted his feet firmly on the ground and, with one powerful push, managed to topple Ije, sending him crashing onto his back. The crowd was stunned. No one had ever defeated Ije, let alone someone like Obiora. This unexpected victory stirred up excitement and disbelief in the audience, as people struggled to grasp what they had just witnessed. For his victory, Obiora was granted a single wish. When asked what he desired, he boldly declared, "I ask for Nmo's hand in marriage." The crowd gasped in shock. Many had expected him to ask for land or wealth, something to help him improve his standing in the community. Instead, he had chosen to ask for love. The village elders and the king discussed his request, reminding Obiora of the long-standing rule, no woman of Ali-oma could marry a poor man. This tradition was rooted in a painful history, where women had once suffered at the hands of men who couldn't provide for them, leading to hardship and suffering. The law ensured that every Ali-oma woman would be well cared for and cherished, just as the community valued and honored them. Yet, Obiora remained firm, saying he would do whatever was necessary to prove himself worthy of Nmo's hand. After much deliberation, the council decided to ask Nmo for her opinion. She smiled shyly and agreed, saying, "I will marry him." Obiora's heart soared with joy, but the king had one condition. He gave Obiora 6 months to demonstrate that he could provide for Nmo. If Obiora failed, he would not only lose his right to marry Nmo but also any future chance to marry an Ali-oma woman. Obiora poured himself into his work, hoping to earn enough to prove himself. He tried farming but found it difficult, and as 3 months passed, his efforts yielded little success. One evening, Nmo visited him and noticed his frustration. As they sat together, Nmo listened to him sing a song he had composed, his voice carrying a deep, soothing quality. She realized that his talent lay in music, not farming. Nmo suggested he sing in the village square, where villagers might give him tips and gifts. Encouraged by her belief in him, Obiora agreed. The next morning, he set up in the square, singing with all his heart. His voice drew a crowd, and soon, people were clapping, dancing, and throwing coins at his feet. Nmo joined him, dancing gracefully, and the two became the village's beloved performers. Over the next month, Obiora's performances gained popularity, attracting villagers and even visitors from neighboring communities. Kings and nobles began inviting him to perform at their gatherings, and soon he earned more than enough to meet the dowry requirements. Obiora, once dismissed as lazy, had become Ali-oma's first great musician, a title that brought pride to the entire community. At the end of 6 months, Obiora proudly presented his earnings to the king, who praised him for his perseverance. The king allowed him to marry Nmo, and their wedding was celebrated by the whole village. Obiora's journey from a scorned young man to a celebrated musician was a testament to the power of resilience and the unexpected gifts that each person possesses. Ali-oma gained yet another legacy to honor, a musician whose love and determination won the admiration of all. Together, Obiora and Nmo inspired the people of Ali-oma to see that strength lies not only in physical prowess but also in the courage to follow one's true path.